Hey guys, so about 2.5 weeks ago I posted a video on the exotic armor that I think could use a buff. This video is just going to be exotic weapons that need a buff. I chose 3 from each typing, kinetic energy and heavy. I think 1 of each could get buffed. There's many more, but I just covered the 3 that I think could use a buff most. Do you guys have any ideas for what you think is pretty weak right now and could use a buff and have an idea for a buff? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy your day. First weapon we have up is Sweet Business. Now, Sweet Business isn't awful, but it's not good. I wouldn't recommend this to any person ever to run a build with this. I mean, the only build you can run with it is like an Actium Warwick Titan. I would never bring this thing out on my Hunter Warlock ever. But if you want to unleash your load for like 7 years, be my guest. I don't know. The weapon's usable. It's fun, but I personally would never bring this into like a Master Nightfall or even a Master Lost Sector for that. This thing will never be in my inventory. I actually haven't shot this thing in like 5 years, but so it was kind of fun running around and getting this gameplay. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen people on Reddit and Twitter talk about how this gun could get target lock instead of the dumb flinch one we have right now for its catalyst. Like, target lock would be really funny with this thing. I don't think it would be meta at all or usable, but it'd be kind of funny. So if you have any other ideas for a buff, feel free. Maybe make Actium like a normal thing on it so I could use this on my Hunter if I want to screw around. But yeah, that's Sweet Business. So the next weapon on the docket is Symmetry. Symmetry's kind of a weird weapon because it's never really seen a spotlight in any activity. It's kind of just been around. It was decent in PvP for a little bit there, if I can remember correctly, and it could kill your allies, which was kind of funny, I guess. But the whole purpose of this weapon is to hit precision hits to charge up an alternate fire mode, which just fires increased like damage and reloads your mag of the normal fire mode. So this normal fire mode just gets stronger, and you have to hit precision hits. So if you see on the left, I have a dynamic charge shot, and if I just shoot this boss a few times, I can stack up to 20. Get to 20 real quick. And we're there, and then if I hold my alt fire, I can fire 10 seconds worth of like slower fire adagio type rounds that do an okay amount of damage, but keep in mind this is just a normal Lost Sector like I ran here on the open world patrol of Neomuna. So it's not doing the most damage ever, and then you just kind of lose the buff after 10 seconds and it goes back to normal. I think there's 2 ways you can make this work. So for one, dynamic charge only stacks if you get headshots. If you kill enemies, you don't get any charges. So I think if you kill enemies like a Scion or something, like you should get a charge no matter what. And then if you kill them with a precision, you get 2 maybe, so it charges faster. Then I also think the revolution bullets should jolt. Maybe like after like 10 or something, it gets the jolt ability. So like you can't just spam revolution, because you can use it without any stacks. If you watch right here, it goes, the buff goes away, and then I have 0 stack revolution shots. But I feel like after like 10, 15, maybe only at 20, it would jolt targets, and I feel like it'd be much better. And if it charged up a little faster, it'd be really good. The last weapon we have is Truth. Now, Truth isn't like useless, but it's also just useless. It's an exotic rocket launcher that has the best tracking in the game, which tracking Omega Lul, everything has that now. It's like it has 3 rockets in the mag, which is really good actually. Like you could consider using this, but the biggest downside to this rocket is it's just an exotic, and exotic rockets right now are in a really bad spot because G-Horn is just the meta. And since G-Horn's the meta, legendary rockets are also there because they give them wolf backgrounds, which is like a majority of the damage that you get when you use legendary rockets. Like wolf backgrounds benefit, or gives you so much benefit that using an exotic rocket other than maybe two-tailed is just worse. Like this Truth needs some sort of catalyst to give it a buff. Maybe like auto-loading would be an insane buff. 3 rockets with auto-loading would be amazing. I would probably use Truth more if it had an auto-loading feature, because that's just what rockets have in the meta right now. Is Demolitionist for instant reload, or auto-loading for instant reload, or a Clown Cartridge for bonus mag, but then you also have like field prep, so you get bonus reserves, because this has the same exact reserves as a legendary rocket. So I don't know, instant reload would be my first choice. Maybe buff the reserves to like something crazy like 11 or 12 would be insane for this rocket, since it doesn't have a damage buff and it doesn't benefit from G-Horn at all. But yeah, that's where I would take it. Let me know if you have another way to change it. So that's about it for the weapons I think could use a buff. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to read them. I hope you guys have a good day. Subscribe, leave a like. I'll see you guys next time.